me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I with a crowd, the city is mine. You cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen. It's already in my head. No funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that in 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized. It's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind. I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you?
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between our visitors and the Baltimore Ravens. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Willis going to throw it right away. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 25... to the 29, a gain of 4.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard
line. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and saving the save.
Okay, I'm not sure you can actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell. Flush to his under pressure again, and down he goes again. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to be incomplete.
That play game was certainly a scary expression because Cutler is all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now on 2nd and 13, Willis. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And it'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about guys slinging one downfield. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Back to throw, Willis. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Mr. Lee splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Howell. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First and 10, it's Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 7, Powell got a man, that's Quinn. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Number 13, 8-yard pickup. And the London first down.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, Howell. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Willis looking to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw, Howell. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. I see so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scare, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And they run with Harris off the option. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. He's got a man, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off play action. It's Howell. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Nwanger now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on second down. Powell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And touchdown! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, it's Willis. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, Craig. Craig is 60.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be Ravens first down as they manage to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
That's a big first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. An option handoff given to Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they run with Harris off the option. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? what does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 45.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. Lucky at the start, but they're warmed up now. And then he's thrown there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Howell. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. First down, Howell to throw. And he's got Quinn here. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now throwing on 1st down here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will see. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. It's Howell with another throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
70 Rangers, Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all...
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 40 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that, has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
On second and goal, Howell being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Ready.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Willis now off of play action. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relation.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. O.J. Howard, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the offense. And things going to get more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
first down. Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Quinn. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Number 13. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bengals first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Quinn. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
He's got a man, complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You get a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you get your leapers and your flyers on one side. And then the guys can come up with it.
So you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were...
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Like in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me